get ready to jump. Up the wall. Move!
You jump by yourself if you're so brave.
What's the matter? You gone crazy?
Leave the formation. Head for Spain.
You're asking for trouble.
But the diable will get it.
Yeah, who'll fly the plane then?
It's no great trick to keep it in the air.
Spain will just bail out. Not for the Legion this time.
Okay, you're holding
Get
the
going!
gun. Hold on, you heroes. I'm changing our course now.
Squadron leader to Alpha. Why are you breaking formation?
I see it, Susan.
He's hit the hydraulic line. You'll have to crawl the rest of the way. You crazy fool! Why did he shoot?
Damn it, I can't see anything.
Drop your guns, you hear? And don't stall!
Sorry, it's impossible, Captain. I have over 100 civilians who've been waiting for transportation for several days. I can't spare even a single plane. You'd better send over a plane for them yourself. Sounds like things are even worse there than here. I suggest you have the sergeant bring those deserters to Algiers. Sorry, Captain, a flight of planes was just taking off here. I said the sergeant could take the prisoners to Algiers by truck. I'll give him a good vehicle with a reliable driver. I'm positive they'd get through all right, but Sergeant Altman is a very capable man. It was really thanks to him you didn't lose the plane. Right. Oh, yes, naturally. They can start in a quarter of an hour. Thank you, Captain. Over.
And then I wouldn't want to be in Sergeant Robert Altman's shoes.
Who knows where it'll be then?
I'll find him, don't worry. I don't know where, but I'll find him.
Here's Bourguiba. That's where you turn left, see? This trail won't be very easy to follow, but it's a lot safer than going along the main road. I'm sorry I can't spare a guide for you. About 37 miles from here, you'll run into the first checkpoint.
What's it called?
Surgeons, it's my department, so don't worry about it.
It'll be my department if we run into
You'll
trouble.
be safe with Perrier.
Émile Brochard, Juliette Brochard, Nancy Brochard, Jules Quentin.
Here's your travel orders. We've instructed all the checkpoints along the way to let you pass.
Are there any rebel troops reported in this area?
You've got to expect them everywhere.
What do you want? Will you please let me pass?
You're coming from El Huain?
What do you care where I've been? It's none of your business.
I know you. You are the school teacher.
You'd get an A if you were in my room.
Are the soldiers on the road to El Huain?
That's not the sort of lesson I teach.
What do you teach exactly?
Something entirely different from what you learn around here.
I know. You tell the children that Algeria belongs to France. And we teach them that Algeria is ours and the French belong in France. Long live Algeria.
Turn the radio off and go wash your hands.
Something bothering you?
No, but I'm nervous because Mademoiselle Durand isn't home yet. Why do they allow a woman to drive through a combat zone without an escort?
That's the Minister of Education's responsibility. As a district teacher, she...
Yes, but after all, she's living in our house. It might help if you talk to her about it.
Have you heard the latest news? This morning we recaptured the town of La Roubat.
We? Who is we?
Foreign Legion, naturally.
Please excuse me. I'm sorry to be late. As usual, there was one of those silly delays.
Who held you up this time?
Will Durand. My wife and I wish you wouldn't drive back to El Kuwain this afternoon. You understand? It's because...
I've got to go there again. The children are waiting.
Don't be so conscientious for once.
Monsieur Chapelle, if I interrupted the classes each time there was some shooting, the children would never learn their alphabet.
These aren't just isolated shootings. I assure you, this is a genuine nationwide uprising.
Before I agreed to take on this assignment, I was aware there might be certain difficulties.
Certain difficulties is quite an understatement, mademoiselle. Have you forgotten how poor Gould was murdered in cold blood?
Marcel. Listen, Madeleine. You'll be sensible, huh?
What does that mean, sensible? Do you really believe things are going to improve in the future? Doesn't look like it, does it, now? If I can't go on teaching, there's no use by staying here. Might as well go. You see, I must go on.
Step on it, Perrier.
It's no good for the wounded man.
Haven't you caught on yet? He's itching to get a shiny gold star.
You know, a few years ago, I dragged a wounded sergeant 8 miles through the jungle, right through enemy lines. You were there too, Pat.
Yes, that was in Vietnam. The sergeant was Robert Altman, right?
Right. You have a good memory.
That's what you get for doing a good deed. If you'd let the blighter croak, we'd be dancing a flamenco in Spain.
Yeah, that's what you think. You wouldn't have gotten very far in that plane. The whole squadron would have come after you and shut you right down. You ought to kiss the sergeant's feet for having saved your lives.
Yeah, there's nothing like old-fashioned friendship, is there now? As a matter of fact, all that friendship around here is making me nauseous. Drive faster, Perrier.
Listen, let's get one thing straight. I'm the one who's driving this bus. And I'm not driving faster with a wounded man on a road like this. I'm a soldier, not an executioner.
Stuff that in your pipe and smoke it.
Go on, nothing you say can bother me. I'm not listening to you.
What you doing it for, Altman? Medals, decorations? It can't be money. I know how much you earn in the Legion. One of these days they'll discharge you half crippled without a cent in your pocket. You'll sell pencils in the streets.
Let me tell you two something. Would you like to know how many Egyptian pounds and French franc notes I carry around with me?
Did you hold up the casino?
Hold up? No, I saved all of it, every penny. At the base, I had a few deals working for me. I won a little bit at card. Once in a while, I would volunteer for assignments at the front. That brought in a little money. I want to buy a vineyard. A smaller vineyard in Tuscany, enough for a little family of 4 or 5 to live.
All right, cut the hearts of flowers. Tell him how much.
My grandfather owned it once. He bought it in 1907 on the 11th of September. That was a great day for our family. Then my father drank it away. He was a big man, my father, and his thirst matched his size. For my mother and me, it was heartbreaking. So when I was still just a boy, I promised to find a way to get us that vineyard again. And a man in the Legion with a bit of luck is sure to earn a great deal more than a bricklayer in Italy. It's still a lot, even if you share it.
I ought to kick your face in for trying to...
Hide that money, will you? Checkpoint.
You're 40 minutes overdue.
I couldn't help it. It wasn't my fault.
No, it's all mine. May we leave the wounded man here?
What's the trouble, Sergeant?
I have a wounded man back there. He's in bad condition. I can't take the responsibility if
You
anything
don't
should...
have to worry, Perrier. I'll be responsible for it. He's a deserter who shot a French soldier while trying to escape.
Your humanity is commendable, Corporal, but I'd advise you to follow the instructions of your superior. You can drive on.
If that man dies, Sergeant, you'll pay for it in Algiers. I'll make sure of it.
Legionnaires don't die so easily.
Perrier, a driver isn't allowed to leave his vehicle. Don't you know that?
I know what the regulations say, Sergeant. But there is a fire there.
This isn't a fire brigade.
No, but we're still in the French army. A man's life counts more than regulations. It's not customary around here to drive past a house where one of our countrymen might be in trouble.
Come back, you idiot, or I'll report you for disobedience.
I bet you're sorry you can't put a gun in our hands. Too bad. Luigi, this might be our chance.
Madonna.
If there are a few more rebels in the area.
They might free us. Santa Maria, aiutami, libera
Go on, Luigi, pray. Pray they start to shoot.
It's no use. You're wasting your time praying with handcuffs on. No use. Do you think God listens to men like us?
What are you doing in here? All right, come on.
You're French, thank God.
Are you all right? I'll look for some cognac.
Thanks.
Your family?
No. I was living here. I can't understand it. They were always so kind to their people.
To their people? They were never their people. But no one would admit it here in Algeria.
Hear that, Sergeant? Those shots were close. Maybe they're coming back here. We'd better notify the next checkpoint they're attacking. Where is the telephone?
It's no use. Telephone's out of order. All right, mademoiselle, pack whatever you need, but don't take long. Every second is precious.
Listen, they're shooting. The rebels are going to save us. Pop, they're going to save us.
Oh, my
the
God.
rebels,
I
they're
bet
going
that
to
sergeant's
save
dead
us.
already.
That'd be just fine.
They see we're only prisoners.
You just pray for it, Luigi.
Here, take your suitcase. Go on ahead.
Don't stop. Keep going.
What's wrong, Pat?
Everything. We've got a new passenger. This one's wearing a skirt. You're a lucky man. She's a blonde. That's just your type, isn't it?
Luigi, tell me the truth, Luigi. Do you really think because of that radio operator they'll...
All of us have to die someday. No one forced you to join the Legion, so shut up.
It's not very comfortable, madame. And not especially pleasant company either. Deserters. They are going to be executed in Algiers.
Don't worry, we won't eat you up. Deserters don't attack girls without warning.
It's just that some people enjoy war, and there are others who don't. We, for example, don't.
Sergeant, give me a drink, please. A little water.
Does it hurt much?
Well, there are times when I've felt better. Thanks.
Why did you try to desert?
His stomach couldn't take all the boiled goat they were feeding us.
He was homesick. He was always a homesick. Even in Indochina.
He's got human weaknesses for which he has to pay dearly. That's one of the disadvantages of being the French Foreign Legion.
This war is a dirty one. We only wanted to get out of it in one piece.
War is war. I haven't seen one that's any better than the other.
How about some music, Luigi?
I feel like driving for a while, Pierre. You stop a minute.
I could use a rest. Hey!
Stay right there, Pierre.
Are you out of your mind?
Haven't got time for explanations. I'll drive ahead about 300 yards, then I'll throw out your pack, your canteen, and your gun. You'll have to make it as best you can. Good luck, Pierre.
Sergeant, will you please explain to us what your plans are?
If you haven't any serious objections, mademoiselle, I've decided to desert. All right, here are the keys. Take your handcuffs off.
We're going to make it. And what do you say now, miss? There's no place like the Legion when you're looking for a real friend.
Please leave me alone.
Ah, come on, baby. I told you you're among friends.
Let me out of here.
Hold it, Robert. The lady would like to get off. Stop the motor.
She's coming with us all the way. I let her out in Algiers. From then on, she can do exactly as she pleases.
Anything happened today?
Nothing special. We're waiting for 4 men, 3 deserters and the sergeant who's accompanying them. I guess he'll be promoted. He sure deserves it.
All right, well, take it easy.
Thanks. Let's have a drink tonight, hmm?
That's a date.
We got through all right. Right ahead is Algiers. I've been waiting for this moment for over a year.
So are we, Roberto. You could have gotten around to it sooner. Why didn't you go along with us when we tried to hijack the plane?
Because there wasn't a ghost of a chance.
MPs? What do they want?
Hit the floor. Get the girl down. They're going to shoot.
Step on it. If you open your mouth, I'll kill you. Hurry. Call headquarters.
Attention, attention. Military police headquarters in Algiers reporting. Urgent to all patrol cars and civilian police stations. Be on the lookout for 4 deserters wearing uniforms of the 2nd Parachute Division of the Foreign Legion.
Visa! Prends le masque.
Come on, get out. Keep the girl with you. I'm sorry, but you must understand that I can't let you go now.
I suppose you realize what the penalty for kidnapping is in France.
Excuse me, this isn't the time or place to worry about French legal problems.
Don't worry, it's just that she's afraid we'll slit her beautiful throat.
I'm sure you don't want to cause us any trouble. Do you, Signorina?
Attention, attention. This is military police headquarters in Algiers. We repeat an urgent message. Attention all patrol cars and police stations. Be on the lookout for 4 deserters wearing uniforms of the 2nd Parachute Division of the Foreign Legion. The names of these deserters are Sergeant Altman, Flight Corporal Luigi Locatelli, Corporal Pat Kilby, and Legionnaire Kurt Gerber. The 4 deserters are expected to try to enter the Kasbah. These men are armed with automatic pistols. Police are authorized to use their weapons when arresting. The deserters may be holding a woman hostage. Utmost caution is urged in approaching. These men are dangerous. End of message.
Your story is so incredible, I can hardly believe it. Where did you get my address?
From Ibrahim Ibn Qadar.
The password?
Luala.
These are friends who need our help. Bring in the other guests who are in the jeep. Who's the woman?
I've been shot at in most of my bloomin' life. But Pat Kilby was always fast on the draw.
Luigi.
Hold on, Kurt. The worst is over now. The toughest job was getting here. Now we can take it easy. They'll make sure we get out. They always get everyone out who escapes.
So along comes the war. You'd think that'd be enough for me. But then came Indochina, and now Africa. First we had the rebels on our necks, now with the French MPs. I've been what you'd call a traveling target, that's what.
The ride into the city. I thought I was going to die.
Long live Algeria.
Long live Algeria.
What your motives are is of no concern to us. We rejoice over every soldier who no longer bears arms against our country. He is our friend. Are you French? Take care of the wounded man. Call the doctor. For you, it will be especially difficult. How will you be able to return to France?
Why shouldn't I be able to return to France?
Mademoiselle Durand thinks that the military authorities are convinced that we're holding her as a hostage.
They don't know she helped us.
Let us hope so.
A cigarette?
I'm anxious to hear in what way you helped our friends.
Oh, it was nothing very special.
Nothing special, that's a good one. If it weren't for her, we wouldn't be sitting here at your table. She cut the telephone lines at the Chapelle's house so that nobody could warn the military police. You can't imagine how loyal she was to us. No matter how dangerous it was, she never once betrayed us.
It is not always the deed itself that counts. What it is of great value is the spirit in which it's done. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Please feel free to ask for anything you desire.
That's what I'd call a pretty narrow escape, boys. Now tell us thank you like a good little lady.
Prisoners don't say thank you, as far as I know.
Del Cata seems to have believed our little act. As far as he's concerned, you could go wherever you please. As for us, we don't trust you. And that's why you're staying right here.
And for how long?
Till we're safely out of here, my darling.
I want that woman to think we don't suspect her and that she can move about freely. But don't let her out of your sight. If she acts in the slightest way suspiciously, then bring her to me.
Long live Algeria!
Stay where you are. Don't overestimate my patience.
Let me go.
I'm not going to let you go out and spoil things for us.
Why don't you tell your Algerian friends the truth about me? Go on, what's holding you back? That you're the one who took the telephone wires to the chapels. That you left your own friend die in the desert.
Quiet, or they'll hear you.
To think we were counting on men like you to defend us. And then you throw away your weapons and run like cowards. What do you expect exactly from me? Should I give you my approval? Or should I go to your fighting too? Oh, leave me alone. Go and join your lovely friends.
Come with me. Please, mademoiselle, stay.
Civilian clothes.
Take what you need.
Thank you.
If she runs away, I'll bet she'll squeal on us.
Don't worry, they're not going to let her out of their sight.
I could murder her, I tell you.
What's she know about the Legion? What's she know about its stinking war?
I can't say I look like a gentleman in these rags.
It's better than that uniform.
You see, you don't understand these things. The best disguise in the world is a fat wallet. Dressed up like a millionaire, no one asks for your papers. But the Slavs, they're always the first to get picked up.
I think this one will fit. Come over here. Our patient doesn't need his suit anymore. He's dead.
Rotten luck.
there any pheasants?
We shot 18 before lunch today.
Wild pheasant, prepared with oranges.
Oh.
With a bottle of Chateauneuf du Pape.
Please, why don't you sit down? I know the best restaurant in France for pheasant. A little place. The owner does the cooking himself.
Excuse me. Are you running a restaurant or a police station?
Oh, sorry. Sit down, mademoiselle.
There isn't enough time for us to sit down. I'm Madeleine Durand, and I've come all the way from El Baida. Yesterday, the entire Chapelle family was slaughtered.
Yes, I know.
You mean you know? And you can sit here quietly and talk about eating pheasant? I was kidnapped by 4 deserters who drove here to Algiers and who are now in a rebel hideout. I just escaped from there.
All right, you're safe now. Take it easy. Everything will be taken care of.
Take it easy? It's worse than living in the jungle. Or is it all right for any Arab or for any deserter to kidnap you or murder you? If so, let's just pack our bags and go back to France. You can do all the pheasant hunting you want there.
Get everyone ready for another raid. Another rebel hideout in the Casbah. We'll need 2 trucks, each with machine guns. Mademoiselle Durand will show the way. We hope you can find it again.
This way, please.
That's the way it is every day. Reports, raids, roundups. The cemeteries are full and the prisons are full.
Get inside. Let's go!
Now we're in a fine mess. St. Costa's our fool next.
She's vanished. And all that's left is a delicate trace of perfume.
Don't worry, she'll be back again. But not alone.
I can't believe she'd betray us. There's nothing we can do but wait and see.
You out of your mind? Wait and see. Wait and see. This is all your fault. I told you I said you're crazy. The French police. Get out.
Cover.
Ready.
Search the houses, cover the roof. Wait here. Come on! Stay here. Get down. Is it down there?
Take this one away. See if they're hiding any weapons. Go on. Well, mademoiselle, I must admit we never expected such a big harvest. Cigarette? You haven't been here long, have you?
Doesn't matter how you die. I'm getting out of here. Stay here, Luigi. I've listened to you enough. I'm not taking any more orders.
You deserve a swift kick in the... We shouldn't have brought that teacher with us in the first place.
Oh.
All right, don't rub it in. It was a mistake. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your papers, please.
How much do I owe you?
I'll get going. It's curfew time. All right, move along. Come on, move along. Hey, lady. Your papers, please. You're out a bit late, aren't you? Thank you.
You hardly expected to see me, did you?
No.
Don't you even want to know why I'm here?
No.
No. Really not?
No, really not. Doesn't make any difference.
If it didn't make any difference, you wouldn't be so afraid. And you are afraid, aren't you? And you have reason to be.
And you. You're afraid too, aren't you?
Sure. I'm sorry to say I'm not as strong as you are. The way you conducted yourself during the raid this morning, leading that squad of commandos across the rooftops into the Casbah. I didn't see such courage during the war.
Why are you telling me that? Is that the reason you came here, to talk about the war?
I came here to tell you that you're in danger, that your life isn't worth a centime.
If I were you, I believe I'd worry more about your own life. After all, I'm still under the protection of the French civil authorities.
I see. Well, if you have such faith in the authorities, then everything is just fine.
What do you want?
You must get away at once. Nobody can protect you here. Go to France. There, at least, you'll be relatively safe.
Why, relatively?
Well, don't you read the newspapers? Haven't you heard what's going on in Paris every day? What part of France are you from?
From Belfort.
Oh, Belfort.
You really came here to help me, then?
I've got to go.
Wait. It's all clear. You can come out. Be careful and good luck.
You too.
Well, no short leave?
No, the old man won't let us out. It's a little too hot around here, he says.
Tell me, do you know how to keep a secret?
Oh, if I have to?
My buddy and I, we'd like a ride to Hamburg.
Hey, not so loud. What are you guys running away from?
The Foreign Legion. Down.
And now get out of sight, but be careful.
Bella cosa, una giornata al sole.
For my hard-earned money, that steward could have given us something a little more decent to drink. His wine is half water.
Well, when we get to Hamburg, I promise I'll buy you a whole vineyard.
Oh, sole mio, it's time for us.
Shut up, would you? What was that noise? Did you hear it?
The little Irishman is getting excited.
I'll tell you one thing, Luigi. If you start singing again, I'll bash your head in with my revolver.
When I'm happy, I sing.
What happens if we're caught on this boat?
What can happen to us? They'll make us work for our passage, rubbing down the deck.
Work? Oh, mamma mia, are you crazy? I absolutely refuse to work. I paid them a good money to be a stowaway, and I'm staying a stowaway. Give me that bottle of wine.
We have some stowaways on board the ship, deserters from the Legion. Did you know about it?
No, and I'd rather not know about it.
You've had enough to drink.
Hey, come on up. It's healthier on deck.
Blast you, Luigi. I told you your bloody oldling would get us into trouble.
Stop worrying. It's a German ship.
Only way to travel.
Let me do the talking.
I didn't realize that we were taking on tourists.
Excuse me, sir, it's my fault. I told them they could come on board. They're from the Foreign Legion. I met them accidentally in Algiers, and I was sorry for them.
Now, come with me. It's a great honor and privilege to have you on board this ship, gentlemen. The only thing we were lacking were deserters from the French Foreign Legion.
I'm a German citizen, Captain. My name is Altmann.
How interesting. I suppose you expect me to kneel down and thank God for sending you to us.
We don't mean to cause trouble, Captain, but we'd like to ask you to give us protection till Hamburg.
We're going to Marseille to take on a cargo. Marseille's in France, in case you forgot. And my first duty is to my company. If I took you along, I'd be fired.
Does that mean you won't help us?
Couldn't you drop us off in a neutral territory?
Your geography is very weak.
Yeah? Well, it's my skin at stake. I can be pretty pig-headed.
I can be pig-headed, too. I have a wife and 3 children. I didn't work for years to have my future ruined by a couple of cowards afraid to face Arab rifles. I'm telling you that.
Then you make it that steward of yours give us back all the money I gave him.
Did you take money from these gentlemen?
I gave him plenty, half a vineyard. With that much, we could all have traveled to first class, all of us.
Are you reporting us to the Marseille police when you dock?
I've already reported you. Steward.
Well, what about my money?
I'll put it away in the safe until the police come for you. Put these 3 heroes in the cable room.
Yes, Captain. All right, come on.
Oh,
old man is really burning.
I say we should help them out. Let's sneak them up on deck. Give them a chance to get away.
At 5 bells, we'll be close to La Ciotat, a few miles off the coast.
That's all very well, but have you ever tried jumping off a ship traveling at full speed over 12 knots?
Maybe you'd rather risk it than stay here.
Are you crazy? They hit the propeller and be ripped to pieces sure as I'm standing right here.
At least we can get the rubber dinghy ready. Pack a few things for them. Woolen things, razors, whatever else you can scrape up. And don't forget they'll need food. All right, get going. When you're ready to go, jump from this side. That way there's less chance of the watch seeing you.
No, that won't work. Wait a minute, I just got an idea.
Yeah, it's a risk, all right. Once you're overboard...
You listen to me. First you jump real deep and then swim as far as you can from the propeller.
That's about the least pleasant way of dying I've ever heard of.
Maybe, but there's no other way now.
All right, let's move.
You heard. Move.
Get the opener. It's back there. Bridge.
What do you want?
We better stop a while. The main pump is leaking.
All right.
Quick, the rat.
I hope the water's warm.
Shut up and jump.
Now what's going on?
Oh, Captain, the engine room reported that the main pump has an oil leak.
Hey, Bridge.
Bridge here.
The leak is fixed.
He says the leak is fixed.
I'd like to know, do you believe everything the crew tells you?
I don't understand what you mean, sir.
No? Why don't you go down below and see if those stowaways are still there? If they are, I'll buy you a new cap. Anyway, it looks like you need one. Didn't you ever try washing it?
Hello. Nice place you've got. Does it belong to you?
Could we rest here for a little while? And maybe buy something to eat? You see, we're new here. We got lost.
Lost?
Yes. We've been out on a hike. From Marseille.
Marseille? That's what I call a real hike.
You didn't come from Marseille? Marseille is 137 miles from here. I won't tell on you. I hate the police.
Why bring the police into this?
I don't get along with the gendarme because of hunting and fishing rights. The Almighty didn't create ducks and fish and rabbits only for the rich to eat.
This red wine isn't bad, but 60 francs is too much for it.
Drink water, then. It's a shame I didn't have a chance to dig a little bait. It's a good time to go fishing for eel.
What do you think of him, huh?
He's better than his wine.
I hope so.
Hey, Jacques. Out shopping? No. I have to buy some bullets for my rifle.
You'd better not shoot wild ducks. It's still out of season, you know.
Oh? Wild ducks are one thing I never cared for. Anyway, I couldn't go hunting for wild ducks. I'd be afraid to. I don't even own a dog.
So what? Since when are you afraid of anything?
This morning I read 3 deserters are running around loose. They ran away from the Foreign Legion.
What of it?
And legionaries are wilder than dogs.
There's something wrong. I have a funny feeling the old guy went looking for the police to turn us in. What do you say to that, mademoiselle? Plain dumb, are you?
Leave her alone.
That two of you are crazy, I tell you. One's carving up the furniture, the other sleeps.
So the third one talks like an imbecile.
Let go. Now, who's the imbecile? $1,000, $2,000, $2,000, $3,500, $4,500, $800. Not much, but it'll come in handy.
I'm not taking that money.
Put that right back where you found it.
I hope you won't be angry with me. I'm feeling a bit jumpy today. Why don't the two of you go on with what you were doing till I'm 1,000 yards from the house?
Luigi, don't. I know him. He'll shoot you.
I think it's time we said goodbye anyhow. Don't you agree? The police are sure to have our descriptions now. The only chance we've got is for each to go his own way.
Maybe you're right. If we don't travel together, we stand a chance. I want the money to stay here, though.
No, I need money to make a new start for myself. Unless, how about it, Luigi? Would you like to finance Pat's future?
I always knew you were a dirty rat.
Yes, well, the rats in this world succeed. And I plan to succeed.
In addition, I read that the government's offering a large reward for their capture.
I think you'd better get a new pair of eyeglasses, Jacques. No reward was mentioned.
Why should they give a reward? They expect every Frenchman to do his duty to his country.
Duty to his country.
Huh?
Yes, yes. Duty comes first.
Wait a minute. What makes you bring up the question? Did you see anything suspicious?
No. I might notice something, though. And if I did notice something, why shouldn't I have the great pleasure of doing my duty for my country?
Hey!
We could have stayed here all night long. But when the old man finds out that his money's gone...
Stealing from the poor is a crime. How much was it?
4,800 francs.
You want to sleep here?
Yes, if we can.
All right.
You're all right, Luigi.
You'd better leave now. I know a good way.
Why should we go? We paid you back.
My father went to the police. This way, hurry.
Think we can trust her?
We don't have any other choice.
Hurry, will you?
Hey, my hat. She's gone crazy.
What's the difference? We better get away from here. It's not safe.
It looks all right here. Come, Robert. I can't keep my eyes open anymore.
Luigi.
Yeah?
I've been thinking things over seriously. From now on, we really ought to travel separately. I mean, I have to go north to Germany, and you want that vineyard in Italy.
I've been thinking about that all the time. It won't be easy, though. Suddenly, you're all alone.
Yeah, I think it's the best thing for us. We've come a long way, Luigi. Take good care of yourself. Make sure you don't oversleep tomorrow.
Good luck, and don't forget you're not home yet. Wait, I've got something for you. Here's some money. You'll need it. You can pay me back when you... Roberto. Roberto.
Now, would you mind describing the man once again?
He had blonde hair, not very well dressed, heavy set.
And had you ever seen him before?
No.
Oh, would you recognize the man?
Yes, I'm sure I would.
English pounds. It's like old home week.
What is it?
Room service, monsieur. The champagne.
Just a moment, I have to dry my hands. French champagne, huh? Do you think I'm a millionaire? Take that back and give me a domestic brand. As long as I've got to be cheated by someone, I'd rather it were a woman.
In France, all champagne is French. To your good health, sir.
Is that included in the price?
Is there anything else I can do for you, monsieur? I know my way around this town very well. I've got lots of nice addresses.
Is that so? Are you giving them away?
Sometimes the police drop in at night for a little visit. There are ways to make sure our clients are not disturbed.
Police don't disturb me. They're only doing their duty, compris?
Just like me, monsieur.
All right, pull up there.
They're having some kind of checkup.
Oh, let's see your papers. All right, go on. Pull up there. May I see your papers? All right. Thank you. Over to the side, please. Your papers.
Hey there. Hello. You over there. Wait just a minute.
a flat. You want a ride?
Just to go on ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Hold on. Give me that and get in the carriage.
Don't bother.
Oh, come on now. I'll take that. Let me. I'll put it in. No, you'll be too late. Be reasonable. You'll be late for the funeral. Father Vignoli doesn't like it. Oh, Father Vignoli. You know how the father is. You've seen how mad he gets when someone's late for the service.
Yes, I know. He's very...
Well, get in now, quickly, please. Hurry up.
My condolences.
Oh, let's go quickly. Allez, vite.
So we have a little drink, or are you going swimming? If you want a drink, I'll keep you company. But if you're going swimming, you can go alone. What do you say?
Oh, I'm so happy you were able to come today, monsieur. You must have thought a lot of him to have come from so far away.
Yes, he was like a brother to me. Such a tragedy. But we must be brave.
It's really a great pity. He's missing all this. Remember how he liked to be.
Eh? Yes, who can forget?
Furthermore, I never heard of any Italians in our family. I'll bet he got his funerals mixed up.
I know where his funeral should be held. In jail.
Drink up.
Cheers. A funeral's such a sad affair.
Especially for you. You're under arrest. Come along. I'm taking you to the police station. Call for reinforcements. Get some bloodhounds.
Anyone know what he's wanted for?
We'll never find him in this jungle.
It'll be dark soon. We'd better go back and send out an alarm.
We are going back, everyone. Let's go back.
Belfort! Belfort! Apples, bananas, coffee, tea, chocolate, sandwiches, cold drink, apples, bananas, oranges, lemonade.
After we get married, we'll spend every night of our lives like this, won't we, Jean?
Yes, Madeline, naturally.
Papa will run the factory. You will take your photographs and do your retouching. And I'll cut off the edges.
After a while, we might even have children.
Oh, yes, naturally. I'd forgotten Mama's part in this. She's going to raise the children.
You're bored, aren't you?
Of course not. You always keep me so busy. A perfect picture. What lens opening did you use?
All right, I get it. This isn't just a hobby any longer. It's an obsession. Tell me, Madeline, what's wrong?
Nothing. I've been thinking, that's all.
What about?
About Luigi. I wonder if he finally bought his vineyard. You remember, Luigi's the Italian. He was actually the nicest of the lot. As a matter of fact, the only nice one. The Irishman was a real bully. And the other one, well,
Apparently, those 3 deserters made a pretty lasting impression on you, the way you talk about them.
Lasting? No, I wouldn't say that. But certainly an impression. Each in his own right.
You miss them, don't you?
No. No more than I used to miss the proud citizens of Belfort when I was living in Algeria. And in Belfort, those 3 would be out of place.
Forget about them. At least let's not talk about them all the time. Tell me, Madeline, do you really love me?
If I didn't, would I marry you?
It was a stupid question. I mean, you and I are out of place in Belfort, too. After all, I studied in Paris and London. I no longer have anything in common with the backward minds you find in a provincial town like this. You understand what I mean?
Every word.
Well, I mean, you and I, both of us, are cultured, modern, down to earth.
Are we now? We just went through 3 years of war, and we're sitting around here sniffing pictures.
What's the matter? Why are you so nervous?
The pictures I saw in Algeria had nothing to do with rainbows or animals or landscapes.
Well, it's not my fault. I was always against your going there.
Yes, that's true. You were always against my leaving you alone.
Madeline.
Don't be angry. I think I'll go home now. Please call me a taxi. I can't believe it. Just a few minutes ago, I was talking about you.
Really?
Yes, really. Yes, I was telling someone that you'd look out of place in Belfort. And you know, I was right.
Yes, you were right.
What are you doing here?
Well, I once spent 4 days in the desert searching for some...
Oh, it was too hot in there anyhow.
Oh, I didn't mind that. I don't mind anything.
As I was saying, I was searching for a pilot who didn't have time to radio his location when he went down. He's still alive, thanks to me.
And I suppose you want me to decorate you for your heroism.
No. I have enough medals already. However, if I hadn't warned you that time in Algeria, I don't think you'd be looking so alive now.
It's surprising you ever managed to reach Belfort in the rags you're wearing. But you'll never get across the border. All right. You go first. Come in. How did you ever manage to get here?
Sleeping car? I mean, on the roof.
Cigarette? I'd better get you something to eat first. Well, all I've got is some ham and cheese. But I can make you an omelet. I'm sorry, but you know you can't stay here. If anyone found out, it could cause a lot of trouble. Belfort's a small town. Would you like a beer? Or do you prefer a cup of tea? I'm afraid I'm all out of wine. Where did you leave that nice Italian friend of yours? You know, Luigi. Why don't you stretch out on the couch? I'll wake you up at 5. Good morning.
Good morning. Excuse me for not leaving last night, but you didn't wake me.
It must be uncomfortable to sleep sitting up all night.
Oh, I was so tired I didn't know the difference. Thanks for the blanket, too.
Why did you open the curtain? Someone could look in. I left you a little note. Didn't you find it?
I did. I found it all right, but not till after they were open.
I see. Well, I hope nobody noticed you.
I hope so, too.
I left early to get a few things for you.
It's very difficult to figure you out.
Shall I draw you a diagram?
No, thanks. I used to love playing with jigsaw puzzles. I like to figure things out myself.
You might not get another chance to do that.
Who knows? Life is strange. Is that suit for me?
Yes.
Perfect. It fits so well, you must have looked at me closely.
Let me see the back. Get away from the window. If they see you, they'll arrest me.
I wouldn't want that.
Naturally, I took a close look at you. I'd hate to waste money on something that didn't fit. About the shoes here, I wasn't sure of the size. I hope you're a size 11.
No, 10. Anyway, better large than small. You know, it's almost as if it were my birthday. How about giving me your congratulations? I'm starting a new chapter of my life.
For a deserter, you sound unusually cheerful. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. Well, have I thought of everything?
You have?
Take the box. You can dress in the bathroom.
One question. Why are you doing all this for me?
Because you saved the life of a stranger in Algiers.
I'll go and dress up.
Why did you leave the copper mining business? Copper's going up.
Yes, copper's doing fine, but not the Congo. I like to be where my money is.
Sound principle, O'Connor.
How long were you down there?
Well, let's see now. Just a bit over 6 years.
6 years in Africa?
Oh, for a savage like me, it was home. Would you like to dance? If your father has no objections.
Go ahead.
Yes, I'd love to.
Waiter. Say, that Irish gentleman, has he been here long?
No, but we wouldn't mind if he stayed here forever.
Why don't you come with us when we go to Detroit, Ed?
Who told you I wasn't going to come? My angel. It's just that I'm not sure that I want to get hitched there. I mean, business-wise.
And must it be exclusively business?
We'll see later.
Hey, wait a second. He's gonna wear out his battery with that radio.
Shut it off.
I'll go get him. Most likely he's in the hotel here.
I'll wait here.
It would be wonderful if you could come and spend a couple of days with us in Paris, too. Wouldn't it, Papa?
I'm getting tired of France. I'd rather go someplace else.
Paris is different.
My dear, if he wants to go someplace else, don't insist.
Oh, excuse me. My phone call to London, I nearly forgot it. I'll be right back.
Tell me, Pops, how do you like him, huh?
Well, for an Irishman, he's got too much blarney in him.
Oh, what's going on? Let's get out of here.
Here's what I want you to do. Keep a close watch on Mademoiselle Durand's apartment.
She on the list?
Of course not. She's the last one we'd suspect. I'm sure you know that she had a run-in with a rebel gang in Algeria.
Yes.
But what's the matter? Don't you read the papers? You should know that rebels are operating in France under our very
Yes,
noses.
last night they set off some bombs in a theater in Paris.
Yes, and this morning on the train from Lyon. If anything happens to Mademoiselle Durand, we can kiss our jobs goodbye.
I get it.
Well, if you see anything suspicious, I want a detailed report on my desk immediately.
Huh. Who's that?
That's Benny Cassell, a cousin of mine. He's a priest. He's probably changed so much since then.
We look a little bit alike.
Mm-hmm. Good, then we'll use it. He'd give his blessing, I'm sure. He just loves charity.
Runs in the family, it seems to me.
Yes, only I've always been taught that charity began at home, so if you don't mind, please go to the kitchen and take the egg out of the water. Oh, but be careful, don't break it when you peel it.
I won't.
And quick, it has to be hot.
I know.
Oh, men in the kitchen, honestly.
It really is hot. Where did you learn to forge documents?
And the resistance. Now, that should do the trick. That's fine. Now we have to write a profession for you.
If I have a choice in the matter, well, how about doctor?
What was your profession before the war?
Student. Nobody would believe it now.
What were you studying?
Machine research. Just 2 semesters.
Engineer. So, now you're the proud owner of an imitation of a French identification card.
But then, if this is ever discovered, they'll make you pay very dearly for it.
Maybe. Now, I'd better put your things together.
You will get at least 2 years if anything goes wrong. You know that, don't you?
Here's a wallet for you.
Well, there's money in it.
Without money, you'll never get across the border. Here's your suitcase. It'd look suspicious if you tried to go through the custom without luggage. Yes, and a coat. Was there anything else?
Listen, Madeleine, I know of a case where a woman helped Legionnaire escape. And she received full pardon because she loved him.
You'll be on German soil at 7 o'clock.
I'll telephone you the minute I get across.
Not at 7. I'll still be asleep.
I doubt it, Madeleine.
Well, I think the worst part is over now. And once you get out of Belfort, there's nothing more to fear.
No. You've been wonderful. I'd like to thank you for the clothes and for everything else. Maybe one day I'll be able to repay you. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Do you think you could come to Germany someday?
Yes. I'd like that.
Madeleine.
Wait. What city are you going to? In Germany?
I don't know yet. Wherever I can find work. Maybe Hamburg.
I promise I won't be sleeping at 7 when you telephone. That's a strange way to carry a suitcase.
Well, it's because I'm used to carrying my things in a cardboard box.
I don't think I'll stay in Belfort much longer. I don't feel at home here.
What are we doing here? Do you have any idea of what is going on?
Oh, they pulled me away from work without telling me anything either. Maybe that circus bear got away again.
No, a deserter from the Foreign Legion hiding around here. Take a look around.
Hey, what's the matter with you?
Please take me across. Please.
What for?
I've got to get to Italy.
Oh, I get it. What do they want you for?
I'm a deserter from the Legion.
That's so. You're a deserter, are you? Too risky.
I have money.
How much?
How much do you want?
All of it.
Oh.
Someone's been busy. You just forged an identification card. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
For a certain Robert Altman. He's a deserter from the Legion. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. What happened to him?
That's precisely what we'd like to know.
You would.
We don't see anything to laugh at. You're putting me in a very embarrassing situation. Where's he crossing the border?
Inspector, you don't really expect me to tell you that.
No, I don't. But you're making things worse for yourself by not cooperating with us. I can't understand your attitude.
Well, I suppose nobody can.
Bonjour, passport control. The passport, please. Here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Passport, please.
Can you tell me how long we stop here?
About 20 minutes.
Can I make a phone call here?
Yes, right over there.
Thank you.
Take this along with you. I'm very sorry, Mademoiselle Durand, but the way things stand, I'm forced to arrest you. Will you please get dressed?
No, let me speak to him, please. Please let me speak to him 1 minute. Thank you. Robert? Did you make it across? Robert? Robert? Oh, thank God.
Thank God, that's a good one.
What? No, everything's fine here. Of course I am. What a stupid question.
I'll be waiting outside.
Yes. What? No, that was the radio. Yes. Listen, Robert, I must leave town. It's very urgent. What? No, it's nothing unpleasant. It's a family crisis in Paris. Yes. I'll come to you as soon as I can. Will you wait for me? You'll write me where I can reach you. You promise? Yes. Auf Wiedersehen, Robert. Yes, I'm so glad I could cry. I love you. I love you.
Hello? Hello?
What do you want?
Grapes.
Say, what is this?
French francs, no good?
Haven't you any Italian money? Here, take 'em anyway.